Off the play fake, here's Daniels. He'll look deep here for Diggs. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Daniels to throw on second down. That's complete. John Bates, the tight end. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Commander's first down.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
In some rhythm, with drive rolling, here's another 1st and 10. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Diggs was the intended receiver. 2nd down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To the air again is Daniels. Over the middle, it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. A fake to Achan, and now Willis. Off he goes. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 4. They'll run here. This is Devon Achan. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. It was the rookie out of Ohio State. Hit on the stop. And nothing materializes there. Just fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That's taken in, and he's going to have a Dolphins 1st down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th down.
That's good for a Dolphins.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, that's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
A run out of the gun with Achan. And no room to be found. He'll get this back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mustang 19. Panthers 60. Panthers 18. Pioneer. Go.
Willis. That one out wide to Achane. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Or after this, you are watching the NFL on EA Sports. What will the second quarter have in store? And we're back to South Florida after this. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the second quarter. They begin with a 3rd down and 3. Exiting the pocket right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Riley Patterson now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead.
Dolphins 7. Commanders nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Williams. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Start the drive with Krosky Merritt. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Krosky Merritt to run again. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. That pickup good for 29 yards.
A gain of 29 yards.
There's 2 elements to a successful run play, and the key is having them aligned. The offensive line needs to block according to the play and create space, but the back has to hit that space at the appropriate time. And this is a clear example as to why it leads to big gains.
Center leads him to the line for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him, drop him for a big loss.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
2nd and long coming up. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Play action. Here's Daniels. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
That one complete to Jalen Lane. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie first-round pick.
Turnover on down.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Willis. Flush to his right. He runs with it. And he could have thrown it away. Instead, he does get positive yardage out of it. That's a pickup of about 3.
A 3-yard pickup.
2 minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to Miami after this. See what they have for 2nd and 7. Willis now to throw. Flushed to his left. He's got Douglas going deep. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Amik Robertson.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike. The ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
We see this so often. They call it sudden change. So they teach defenses, Mike. This is a little predictable here. They teach defenses. If we have to take the field following a turnover or some sort of sudden change situation, expect a deep play, expect a trick play. It's just the way offensive coordinators call plays immediately after taking over the possession. And in this case, the defense was ready for it and it falls incomplete. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. On play action, Daniels. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
On the return, here's Washington. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
19 take. Here we go. Sack. 19, 18.
Now Willis. Moving outside the pocket. Ah, that one just getting worse and worse until they finally bring him down.
A big loss on the play.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after first down, they find themselves in 2nd and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
Willis to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down sack, 2nd down big play attempt falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
Not fun here. 3rd and a lot.
Come on.
To throw is Willis. He'll let this go deep for Tolbert. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Past the 40. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50. Set up the offense with a short field. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Daniels with a give to Krosky-Merritt. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
He's taken down.
Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. On 1st down, Daniels. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniels. Forced out wide. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. He'll get up and clock it here, and they're set up to possibly get 3 before the break. Now Miami going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Moody's kick is good. And the Commanders are on the board just before halftime. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, Malik Washington. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Jordan McGee on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and 5. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to have that first down. Nice pickup of 6 using his legs.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. To throw, here's Willis. That's taken in by Achane. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's second and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing, Willis. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amik Robertson. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
The defense comes up with the big play, and the pick 6 changes all the momentum. New leader in this one with that touchdown.
Mike, this is one of those plays at the end they're going to look back on and say that play changed the game. Not only do you create the turnover, you take it back the other way, and now you find yourself with the lead here in the second half.
Moody to kick off for Washington.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Washington now to return it. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
Take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Here's a design. Oh, the ball's out. And the Commanders come up with the takeaway. Well, they come up with the turnover on defense. The quarterback choosing to keep it, and the defense choosing to take it away.
Mike, anytime a quarterback turns into a runner, the defense loves it. They want to take a shot at him. They want to take a shot at the ball, and that's exactly what they were able to do here. Force the fumble, get the ball back. Great job there by the defense.
And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Come to the line, got some work to do now. It is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Let's call it for what it is, Mike. I mean, right now, this team is winning in spite of him. Certainly not because of him. And what's really concerning is that's the most important position on the team. And if they are able to hold on and they do pull this game out, it could wind up being one of the most poor performances we've ever seen in a winning effort that I can recall in a long time.
3rd and long, and here's Daniels. He'll try to run for it. And he's close to the first down, but still a couple of yards short. So that's going to bring up 4th down.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down.
Bengals, Bengals, Bengals.
They'll go. Here's Daniels. Open man, left side. He's got it. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 27.
So the decision to go for it on 4th down pays off. Really well executed, nice job by the offense. But now you got to come away with a touchdown. You want to reward your coach for the aggressive decision-making by coming away with 6.
They'll run with White. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down, and goal. Krosky Merritt, and he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. Daniels now going to look to throw. going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. 4th down and goal.
27.
Here's Daniel. Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
Willis now to throw. That's to Atwell. He's got it. Inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 92 yards. Touchdown, Miami. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a 1st down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
Now Willis and his offense preparing to go for 2.
The Dolphins are lining
He's
up
going to
for
try
a
to do it himself. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is.
9.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Begin the 4th quarter on 1st and 10. And it's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. And a run. Here's Krosky-Merritt. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten the yards, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Daniels. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. This one down the field, but wind up incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They'll go play action here with Daniels. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a first-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up second and 2.
Down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Crack all 8. Come on. Hit.
Pistol snap to Willis. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Greg Golson. Touchdown, Miami. On comes Patterson for the PAT. The kick is good, and the Dolphins will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Now Daniels throwing on first and 10. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there. It's second down.
He's really struggled with his accuracy all game long, and when you look, Mike, I think he's had some opportunities downfield to connect with his guys, and it's one of the biggest reasons they find themselves trailing here late in this game.
See what they have for second and 10. Now Daniels. He'll let this go deep. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And that's going to lead to a fourth down. The air again is Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
Tutu Atwell was the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up second down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Throwing, Willis. Moving to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. Willis. Rolling right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. They've got it. It'll be first and goal after a pickup of 21.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one.
And he's in! Come on, H.M. Touchdown, Dolphins. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Dolphins tack on one more to their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Williams on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On first and 10, here's Daniels. That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Daniels to throw on second down. He'll air it out deep. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay. It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to two. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward. Now you can't wait for that next ball to be thrown your way.
Third and 7. They'll stay on the ground with a 10. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
6 yards. It's 4th down.
So a win here for the Dolphins. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. In the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Dolphins, home winners here as we say farewell from South Florida.